It is all about the headshots, though. They're lining up double HEs as well. This is quite a novel play that we have here, but they've got to be careful. That JW's coming in from the back. It'll be a mixed bag in CT. We still have Crims alive, but it's only Crims and JW versus 4. I love that post-plant HE play. That was very, very interesting. Crims has the kit that his teammate dropped. Smoke's going down on the bomb itself. JW's got to be activated now, but the fuse kit's been lost, and that might be the round because I don't think he'll find it in time. Walks into a triangle of doom, and down he goes.
Good start for c0ntact. They get their way onto the A site, not wasting too much time. Like you said, a little trick up their sleeve as well with a couple of HE grenades. And this
immediately. And he's got plenty of targets. Where's the target selection? No. You can see how awkward the pre-fire is there. Well, the warm-up, whatever you want to call it, the wind-up, if you will.
I bet Monty's loving that backstage, though. He's kind of got that cowboy thing going on with his outfits. Nice to see the revolver getting some play. Not successful, though, realistically. Just the 1 kill. c0ntact to run over that B site. So it's going to be a 2-0 lead for c0ntact. No.
It's a comedy weapon.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the kill bonus is, because why would I equip it?
Gets his team the A site and should get his team the 3rd round. fnatic really just have to play for kills here, and they're not even going to get any kills. Otto with a couple on the Galil.
If they rotate to ramp, that's potentially a round win. I don't think anybody was looking on the 6. But fortunately for c0ntact, it didn't happen, so they will start with a big fat 3 damage. But nothing too crazy. Mac 10 is disposed of, so not the worst loss in the world. Buy round now for fnatic.
They've got the money for the 2 AWPs. And
smoke up to allow his teammates to rotate through the door a little easier. Dangerous for Snappy to jump up. Didn't expect the elevation from Flusher. Nice adjustment from him. 2 AUGs on deck for fnatic, we must add as well. And it seems slowing c0ntact down in the middle of the map really helped fnatic get their first round on the board there.
Yeah, that was nicely done from fnatic. We always talk about that mid control on Mirage.
They at least know c0ntact that JW is on short with the AWP. He heard the scope in after the boost. You could see on the radar he turned around to look at where that sound came from. On 3, great timing, and you can see the importance of the short play to help control connector. Rings the bell of Snappy as well, down 7 HP, but it's he who will get the kill instead. Much needed for c0ntact. 50 seconds remaining. With 7 HP, he'll take the AWP because he can't really take a duel. The Molotov again. This time Otto goes through it, and the bomb's been lost. It goes from bad to worse for c0ntact. Maybe still retrievable, and here comes more outrageousness from JW. Signature player for fnatic, always has been. That's Spinks now, last one to fall. You see the DNA of fnatic in the way JW plays that round.
Loving that from JW, especially because I think when we head into the T side, JW is going to be key in opening up the rounds for fnatic. They play
money. Easy clean up for him. Cameo appearance from JW in that round. Some team damage as well, because why not? 3-2-3. 3 rounds in a row from the first buy round. So all the momentum is with fnatic right now.
Eyes on
response, moving up the short position, our c0ntact, making their way in. Brian's by the window, so they know somebody is in the market position. And the high ground is with fnatic, which makes it really awkward to plant this bomb. Now, what do c0ntact do? They've got a minute on the clock here, but that flashbang is just good enough to allow Otto to go for the peak. Esperanto will have sound cues at the very least as a short plant is made. Golden still with the high ground. Now the question is, how do fnatic approach this? A 4 versus 4 retake, make it 3 as Flusher comes through the window with great timing. Golden waiting for a peek from the bench, repositioning. Crims trying to run distraction in the meantime. There's a lot going on here. There is a Molotov for JW, if he can find an angle. Finally, the bench peek comes out, but Golden's not ready for it.
Oh, nice shot, JW, but he just got dinked. And the time is pretty far gone at this point. This has to be fast from the Swedes. Otto with 1, quickly traded. And Rigon's mollied into the open. Damage done. Time still going down, but Rigon falls. Crims should have time to get this. It's close. Oh, it's closer than I thought, but he's got it. Crims wins the round. fnatic took so much time to start that retake, but they got into the right positions. They got themselves the kills just about quickly enough. That molly as well, forcing Rigon into the open, is really what won them the round.
Let's not forget, this is an eco round, but a damage could pay off in rounds to come, but there's not much to be done. JW will hold steadfast, and there's the final kill, so everybody survives for fnatic. So it's a very specific lineup as you're running towards triple, which allows the incendiary to go down the stairs. It's a really deep molly. And then afterwards, you can throw a smoke on it, which gives you a one-way to look over. Rigon creeping through a smoke in the apartments. They were dismantled, and they barely started building in round number 9. Spinks finds himself in a 1 versus 5. And that's you know, things, if you pick the right play at the right time, it can be. I see for fnatic, Brolin will put Spinks out of his misery. But it's $12,000, but again, it's not something you complain about because that's just fnatic. They want to bully you at all times. That's just how they play.
JW had 16k as well at the end of that round, so he's fine.
He was losing. Survive this. Surely not. Going for the no-scopes. Absolutely blind. Why is he still alive? 7 HP. He's just shooting completely randomly. And finally, he's gone down. But he is delayed. He's allowed the rotation just from that madness, that carnage, that uncertainty. Still, though, 2 versus 3 in favor of c0ntact. Holding angles in CT. Flusher with a smoke to create some space. But Otto, foot fetish. Missed the shot, though. Flusher trying to make a play. That leaves Crims alone now. 1v3, seems unclear as to where he is. He'll be hiding in plain sight by Toll Booth. The bomb's on the site with some cover, but they can't be certain on where to plant it. And finally, c0ntact have another round.
I honestly don't know if any other player in the world survives as long as JW does there in that position.
The answer is no.
Probably not, yeah.
Indeed. I don't know if the smoke was mollied or if it was deliberate. Either way, 5 versus 3 now for c0ntact. And again, the problem with the aggression on those rounds where you got lots of money, but it can quickly disappear, especially when you're rebuying AWP. If fnatic lose this round, it could be Eco Town for them. It's going to be awkward either way. 2 versus 5. Bomb making its way towards the A bomb site. Brolin trying to survive on B. See how long he can. Now, c0ntact don't really have all the money in the world to hunt too much themselves. They may want to prioritize their own economy at this juncture. See what JW does. No man's land there, leaving Brolin alone. So c0ntact have finally find themselves in a strong position as we head towards the end of the first half. Could really rack up some rounds here.
But Flusher just decided to try and push, running through there as well. Clearly just had no clue Rigon was so close. And that miscap
should try and draw the attention of the players. You can see Brolin rotating on the X-ray for the engagement. And he will survive for now. Oh, that spray had potential. Otto now making his way around that jungle position. Orb versus Orb coming up soon. Meanwhile, the A bomb site's being secured elsewhere. Flusher's dueling with Spinks on the other side of it. And down goes JW. Now look at the money, or the lack of here for fnatic. Everything will be lost. And c0ntact have to be targeting 9 rounds here.
Especially with Otto heating up. 12 kills on the board, 3 in that round. Definitely a big difference maker in that one. I think as well, that's a good round to indicate how...
Is in B apartments, which is going to invite the stack, of course, towards the A bomb site. No one here, let's go there. Now we see there is an escort. Protect the VIP and all that. Oh, they're lining up for him. So much potential. And now the question for c0ntact is, what do we do? They've seen the bomb in B apps. Are they going to rotate towards B? Where do we go with the bomb? You don't want to overplay it, keep it simple.
This is going all the way through, though, and Brolin has still gone unchecked. Easy kill for Brolin. Almost the chance for more, but Snappy shuts that down. It's all about damage at this point. Crims not connecting with the Deagle, and I think that's going to be the end of it. Otto holding. Great shot from Crims to take the Orpha out of the round, but Esperanto just swings out wide, takes the final kill, and makes sure that c0ntact get themselves into the lead. fnatic fumbling slightly here. They've lost the last 4 in a row. This gun round is going to be pretty important for fnatic if...
Very peak here. That's happening on the radar. Meanwhile, who's going to make the first play in mid? Will there be a run boost? Brolin's been dropped. That might compromise things around mid. We can see Golden's going to be the one rotating from the B bomb site. And in the meantime, Rigon's gone through to the bench position. So this becomes very, very awkward. We might win or lose this round in the mid area. Now, they have to know what that means if Crim's in the middle of mid looking backwards. But Rigon's made his way into jungle. Now, the bomb has to rotate alone towards the A bomb site because Esperanto's top mid, so this is still super weird because fnatic had positions towards the A bomb site. They still have Golden in situ as Flusher dies on B, but the bomb is on A ramp. 45 seconds for the rotation to come in. This has been a wild round.
Yeah, action all over the map. A very weird round in that sense. I think for place and win it over on the A site, that was so important for him to do, because if he goes down there and they fall into a 3v players who are doing okay on this map, but just in general, it's not been a great map for them. So I don't think this is all the rotation. And he's moved into the stairs, but he just heard Esperanto drop down close range. And I think Crims realized kills. JW with such a tough fight, but he gets the no-scope. And fnatic have turned this round on its head.
It's descended into madness. Absolute madness. Otto, though, still got 30 seconds to do this. 1v3 made 2. He's got a 1v1 now. But that smoke will cause some problems. It'll buy more delay. Snipers moving around, but it's Crims to get the last kill of the first half. So maybe should have been a 9-6, a back and forth affair in the late stage of the first half. And it's c0ntact with a thin lead as they move into the CT side, which comes up after the break. Smoke is up, and that allows the split. They've got the high ground as well. Don't line up, though, for Snappy. Headshots delivered by both sides, but you see the shortcomings of the Glock and the pistol round because Snappy's still alive. He's trying to stay alive and buy time for that rotation. Doesn't want to fight to the death just yet. The cavalry are here, but it won't be successful. Regon alone now, 1v2. Position unknown, starting to strafe quietly. Sees the back of JW, can't get this gun out in time. 1v1 now, there's Golden, and there's the pistol round for fnatic.
So fast from Golden there. I don't think he stopped running. He just instantly gets the drive-by headshot to close out the pistol round. fnatic there, able to get onto the beast.
Oh my god, Flusher out of contention. This is a brutal one. Golden's barely alive, which is one to watch out for, especially because Snappy has a Desert Eagle. They don't know where he is just yet. He has an opportunity, he has a chance. Golden left alone on the site, as there is a big spread from fnatic, trying to eliminate channels early, it seems. No kit for Snappy. On the corner of Dust 2, from the CT perspective, facing long doors, where he dropped a HE grenade and then peeked in the dirt and taken with ease. And JW will secure the high ground, which is a potential exit route for fnatic. So everything looks good for now. And Golden, this is risk assessment. He's expendable. We'll have a look, see what's going on. And then there was only Regon and Snappy.
There is an AK dropped here, so Golden doesn't have to push, but he's going to do it anyway. Regon finally dropping him, and the AK has now been recovered by Regon, who will look to save it. And it looks like he will be allowed to save it. That'll be a nice little bonus. Ooh, JW's actually jumping.
When you see JW doing stuff like that, it's a great example of allowing an explosive player to play the way he wants to play and allowing him to have the
rotate as well from the CTs, but now they're second-guessing themselves. They're rotating a couple of players back, and oh wow, God. Flusher through the floor, and Crims through the box.
Well, that's fnatic. Regon now wondering what he can do. Teammates are dying around him. Must be feeling like a first-person perspective war film for him. Just bodies strewn around the map, and then he joins them, leaving Snappy towards the B bomb site. I'm amazed, actually, that fnatic got so much success from that, because when Brolan came out, I think he was, well, it was a well-timed flashbang, which is why he was dead, but I think in many cases, he gets that kill with the Molotov in a default position. And that made things awkward for fnatic, but then...
with that AWP, but he committed to triple, which puts him in a much more difficult position once fnatic start to close the distance. So there's the first kill from Flusher, and this one from Crims.
Doesn't have much to try and buy time for his teammates to rotate, but he'll swing on Otto's death. And there's a 1-for-1. He's got to do more, though. He's got to find more. JW going for the wallbangs. Awkward for both squads now. 3-on-3 on the B bomb site. 40 seconds. There's time for fnatic to fight, but he's got to get some frags here. Golden with 2. That leaves Regon alone now, and JW will clean him up. Looking a little hairy there, but they managed to find the wax.
Good couple of impact kills from Golden as well. He's someone who's always talked about on this fnatic team, I think, as someone who is pretty effective at getting those really...
Get the opening kill. Oh, Spinks. I don't know if it was the spray pattern or what, but he had to get that kill. They're in trouble once again, but now maybe it's time for Otto to activate. That flashbang saved some bacon on the A-bomb site, but they're losing players, fnatic. That's an important kill from Flusher, smoking off jungle, trying to entertain, because look at the bomb on the radar, rotating away from the A-bomb site. They know where Flusher is. Very dangerous position. And again, they've got him. Maybe they wondered where he's gone to. The jumping kill, he knew something was around the corner. They held him from both sides the entire time, but when he started peeking, it was almost as if they were wondering where he went. There used to be bugs where you could just go into the walls and things. The bomb site is somewhat secure. I say somewhat because we have an imposter among us. Regon in the palace. It activated as well. 3 versus 3, and indeed, it does become super weird now. Crims tries to get the bomb planted while the smoke is up. This becomes really awkward, especially with that Krieg.
Getting the plant down there, though, is so good for JW. It's not good for Brolan, though. They both go down, but JW has a great angle for this bomb. That's why c0ntact prioritizes the plant. He knows that JW can still win this, and he's got the first kill. Peek before the smoke is ill-advised. JW doesn't know if they're on it or not, though. And Snappy, great timing on the peek. Here's the AWP shot, gets the headshot, and finally, c0ntact get their first CT round.
In a very irreplicable manner. Irreplicable? That's always the asterisk. There's lots of money for fnatic, and the question is, like, c0ntact, this is not any evidence of something c0ntact can. And a Krieg on the CT side is always good on a B bomb site in multiple maps, and Snappy with a classic position on the wooden boxes, and with a Krieg, this should slow down. Well, surely there isn't time to make it into the B bomb site. Surely not. Flusher holding angles, but maybe this round is a lost one. AWB will be collected. And all of a sudden, the money's looking a bit short for the T side. Now, they can recover quicker than the CTs generally can, but you now start to wonder if there might be a second wind here from c0ntact.
Definitely curious as to whether fnatic just continue.
How does he survive that? Elbow was spotted, had his knife out, now he chases, but again, the bomb still hasn't been seen. Currently sitting on the floor towards top mid. A forward smoke grenade on ramp. In the meantime, Crims is getting dropped. What has happened to the run from fnatic? Their momentum has been stopped, their money's dried up, and they're in a 3 versus 5. Fishing on various places. Finally an opening from Brolan, and all of a sudden things turn around. A flurry of kills on the A bomb site, and now c0ntact are out of position.
Another round where fnatic just rely on the fights. That's what they're relying on right now, which is scary against a team like c0ntact, who definitely are happy to... Brolan's been a little bit quiet this game, in all honesty. Normally we expect him to be right near the top, but that's a nice triple kill to get, and it's a nice way for fnatic to get their 14th.
They're really forcing their way back into some of these rounds.
Back. Now where are the nades from fnatic? They need that CT smoke, or they just need JW to kill them.
Creeping around the side, c0ntact looking to die on this hill. Snappy and Spinks remain. JW still entertaining. He's got support though. That smoke will soon be gone in Palace as well, which leaves Snappy with less places to hide. And there's Crims to get the final frag of that round and put fnatic on game point. And it's not looking good for c0ntact in the money department, that's for sure.
It's nice to see JW back top fragging as well.
Last round, fast final round for c0ntact and fnatic. Or maybe not. Esperanto picks up a rifle as the bomb makes its way towards the B bomb site. He will have the high ground for now. Rigon considering taking a gamble push. Door and window both smoked in market at the moment. There's the bomb planted. Esperanto has a defuse kit. Spinks coming in from the back very late, and he won't get there in time to help either of his teammates now. He is alone in a cold world of brutality, led by fnatic, wielding their spears into the chest of c0ntact. They take Mirage with savage, ruthless aggression.
Yeah, 16-10 in the end. The first half was very close. The second half...